Pepe Diaz was the local builder and was among those who helped to protect the children.
I saw a doctor trying to lift Conchita off the ground during one of the apparitions. All he could do was to lift her onto her toes. She was already standing. Others tried, but no one could lift them. But the girls in ecstasy would lift each other up to kiss the Virgin, but we couldn't.
As the apparitions continued, new phenomena began to occur.
When the girls were in ecstasy, they were different. Sometimes they would walk so fast over the ground, we just couldn't keep up with them. They were too fast. They would go one way, then suddenly another. Often we were out of breath. Sometimes they were going so fast, we thought they were going to crash into the walls of the houses. We were perspiring so much. The girls were so cool. They showed no signs of perspiring. Often we were with the girls when they would just crash onto their knees on the rocky path. You could hear their knees striking the rocks, but they were never hurt.
The girls also began to make spectacular falls in their ecstasy. Sometimes they would fall straight backwards, stiff as a board, without using their hands to cushion the fall. And they would levitate.
And this day I saw Loli in the floor, completely in the floor, and suddenly went up. And her father told me, take your stick and pass it through her. I took the stick and passed it. And she put her, when she was like this, she put her skirts down. I passed it through, and there was nothing. There was air down her. She was like this and with a face that I couldn't explain. She was beautiful.
Father de la Riva witnessed the girls' levitations and many other ecstasies. Above the village there's a bluff with 9 pine trees. Many of the apparitions took place in this area. One day I saw the children come off the hill, looking upwards like this, walking backwards. They came towards us through those bushes full of thorns, running like they were flying, backwards, like they had wings on their feet. They moved so fast that one couldn't see that their feet were not touching the ground, and they never fell. They passed us here, turned round, and walked off towards the church.
I saw them coming back from the pines, and nothing, and they never fall down, never. And they were going back, like this, and they walked, and they ran, they were there, and nothing happened to them. Never.
People would often place holy objects, such as rosaries, scapulars, medals, and wedding rings on a table. The girls would then offer these to Our Lady for her to kiss. Afterwards, the girls would always return the object to their rightful owners, even though they had no way of knowing to whom each object had belonged. The Virgin told the children, "Through my kiss on these objects, my son will perform miracles, wonders, and prodigies." This promise has been fulfilled in numerous reported spiritual and physical cures from around the world. To confirm the supernatural character of the events, St. Michael told Conchita that on a certain date, the invisible communion he'd been giving the girls would become visible on her tongue.
She fell to her knees here, prayed, and put out her tongue to receive communion. Her tongue remained bare. There was nothing there. I was only inches away from her face, then suddenly a host appeared on her tongue, just like you receive in communion. It was a beautiful white host. And suddenly the host started swelling up. It was moving. It was swelling. I can't remember now. It must have been 2 or 3 minutes it remained on her tongue. Then she closed her mouth and swallowed the host. The large crowd was packed around and pushing and shoving. Everyone wanted to see Conchita. Everybody wanted to take photographs. In their urgency to see, they ripped off my shirt. I was pushed onto the ground. I nearly lost my trousers. I managed to keep them up. The people were so excited. They were saying, "Miracle! Miracle!"
Of all the cameras there, only an 8mm movie camera caught the miracle on film.